Bum 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 bum.
Woo! And introducing the head of Universal.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I have brought you here today because it gives me great pleasure to announce that we will be rebooting The Mummy.
Why?
Well, because we are going to be starting our own cinematic universe. The Dark Universe.
What's a dark universe?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. The Dark Universe is our version of the MCU or the DCEU, except our version is going to have monsters.
Like the Mummy?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So, are Brendan Fraser and the rest of the original cast going to show up?
No, in fact, we're going to recast the entire film. Don't worry, it's going to be great, though.
You mean like DC does?
Yes, but, you know, we're going to go a little bit differently than they do. We're going to go, you know, in dark in tone, and it's going to be great.
You mean like DC?
Yes, but you don't understand. We're going to focus on one main character per film.
Oh, so there's only gonna be one monster in the
Yes,
film?
wait till you see who we got cast. Cut to the clip. Wait, look, Laura, cut to the clip. Yeah, right, we got Tom Cruise, and he will be directed by the brilliant Alex Kurtzman, here beside me.
Hi.
He wrote such classics as the Transformers movies and the Amazing Spider-Man 2, so we know he's good with franchises. He's in it for the long haul. What is it, Tom? Is it?
So, I know we got this great actress lined up as the Mummy, but what if I was a mummy too?
That's a brilliant idea! That's a horrible idea!
Now your souls belong to me!
So, aside from the fact that Tom Cruise practically took over creative control of The Mummy, it had a lot working against it.
And yet, at the same time, not a lot. The thing that's interesting about The Mummy is that it was the beginning of a cinematic universe that didn't seem too concerned with rushing to keep up with the competition.
And yet, they still managed to make a lot of the mistakes DC made. Just too dark, too much, too soon.
Let's start off with our main character, Tom Cruise.
Oh, you mean Nick?
Nope. It's Tom Cruise. It's Tom Cruise and Blonde Girl, because that's all they ever are. They have no aspirations, no goals, no motivation. All they do is serve a plot.
And it's not even a good plot. Things just happen to them. Their choices don't result in things changing.
Everything is dictated by all the villains. First you have the Mummy, who, from what I can gather, is in love with Tom Cruise and shows that love by cursing him and preventing him from dying.
She seems to have chosen Tom Cruise for a specific reason, as if he's the one. She barely has any limitation. As a result, she isn't really a threat to him.
And as if she weren't bad enough, you have, spoilers, we also have Dr. Jekyll, who has full knowledge on how to deal with his condition and has even created a facility where these mystical creatures are studied.
Would have been nice for him to have his own movie rather than just serve him as a lame plot twist. But one can only hope.
It also takes away the threat that is the Mummy, because she's constantly supposed to be this supernatural force that no one can control, constantly causing chaos. Only here, she gets captured. Yeah, so Dr. Jekyll, has the tech to capture her and basically keeps her locked away and out of commission for the larger part of the second half of the movie.
Wow, way to take any sort of intimidating aspect away from her.
And as if that weren't bad enough, after he's cursed, Tom Cruise keeps seeing flashbacks of the Mummy. In these flashbacks, we see that she tried this curse before, but to no avail.
And it tries to force him into the plot, but the fact that she's a mummy, doesn't really help much. And he's seeing flashbacks of her being trapped thousands of years ago. Just like that mummy before, nothing new.
We must raise the question, where are we going with this? Are we trying to humanize these monsters? If so, how will it be done considering each monster has a different temperament?
And are we supposed to think that Tom Cruise is linked between the balance between monsters and humans? Because if so, that's stupid.
Or are we supposed to believe that Jekyll's place is supposed to take the monster out of these cursed individuals labeled as monsters and claim that they're just misunderstood? That's a powerful and realistic theme you're talking about tackling, but the problem is, we don't know which path they're choosing. And on top of that, they're monsters. We don't want to know the intricacies and humanizing of them. They're cool monsters, and they need to be. And we have no idea if that's what they're going for.
We just don't know.
Now,
Oh, great, here comes Tom Cruise again. Oh, Tom, no.
As Dr. Jekyll. Then we become one big bad character, and I get to run a lot, and that would be—
Shut up, Tom! Hey guys, thanks so much for watching.
This movie's terrible, and I know we've said it before, but it just doesn't have anything fun about it, which is what most summer movies should have in it. We just didn't enjoy watching it too much.
Yeah, we both basically had the same reaction. My grade for it is trash, and specifically crumble. And,
I can completely agree with you, 100%.
Yeah,
it's not the most terrible thing you've seen. You can enjoy it as maybe background noise, but as a film, it's awful.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and remember, before you want to go see a movie, check in with us first. Thanks for watching. Bye.